Hello, and welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm Kim, and this is my podcast about knitting and spinning and dyeing of yarn, all of which I do from my home right here outside of Lima, Ohio. Starting next week, it'll be from over there in my home in Lima, Ohio. More about that later. I'm listening to the birds this morning because it's nice enough out. I can open the window, and I love the sound of birds. Anyways, today is June 25th, and this is episode number 170. You can find me all different kinds of places on the internet. On Ravelry, on Napier's Knits, and then we have a Naturally Kim's Knitting podcast group, which I would love it if you guys join if you haven't already, because on this site we can do drawings, we can do knit-alongs, craft-alongs, whatever, and we always have at least one going. So, you can find me on Etsy as Napier's Knits. Hopefully, after my trip in October, I will be able to put more yarns back in there. Right now, I know it's scant, but I'm hoping I can get some money together when I come back, or maybe not spend as much money. Yeah, right. But you can find me on Instagram as knittin_Kim, and YouTube, Blogger, and WordPress. I'm Naturally Kim's Knitting. Now, I mentioned knit-alongs. Well, we have one that's going on every month. We start at the beginning of every month, and I go in and I close it on the beginning of the next month. So like this month, we have a June knit-along, finished object knit-along. All you have to do, besides being a member of Naturally Kim's Knitting, is take a picture of any items that you finish in the month of June. Post it. If you have a pattern name, put that with it. And at the end of the month, I draw for winners. You never know what you might get. I'm kind of thinking this month I'm going to give a $20 gift card to either Knit Picks, Joann's, Michael's, or Hobby Lobby. So whoever is interested, just let me know. Okay? But this will be at the end of this month. If I forget what the prize is, remind me. I put Knit Picks in there because, of course, I'm an affiliate. But you should be able to use Knit Picks anywhere. Another option would be an Amazon, a $20 Amazon gift card. I think they come in 20. If not, it would be a little bit more, but not much. Okay. So that's the finished object knit-along. Then we have one going on for the Knitting Expat Designs. I love Mina. I love her patterns. Oh, so beautiful. Such beautiful things. She does hats, scarves. I think she does scarves. Shawls, anyways. Sweaters for kids and for grown-ups. Just socks. I mean, such wonderful things. So all you have to do for this one is you had to start a Knitting Expat Design after May 1st, and it's running through June 30th. I was going to put 31 days in June. That doesn't work. I will close this on July 1st, and the winners, the ones that I draw, because I don't judge on how good something looks, because what I may like, somebody else may not. So I do random number generator to pick winners in all my knit-alongs. So the winner, chosen by random number generator, will get any pattern from the Knitting Expat Designs, which I think her designs are lovely. Now, talking about knit-alongs, I put it out there last time, whenever that was, about our next knit-along, and I think we've decided it's going to be a baby item knit-along. Could be an Afghan, could be a sweater, could be booties, whatever. I have some wonderful crafters out there who have grandkids, and I think your grandkids would really enjoy them. Now, when I say baby items, I mean, let's say up through 2 years of age. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to decide, up to 2 years of age. Otherwise, rules are very similar to every other knit along that we're doing. Okay? Okie dokie. Da, 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 da. If you're not sure where you can find patterns for baby items, I just did a search and I came up with some of my favorites. I mean, Knitting Expat, of course, Tin Can Knits, and Taiga Hillard Designs. And there's many, many others out there, but that's just a sampling. And I have no affiliations with any of them, except I love their patterns. So, okay, if you have any other ideas for knit-alongs that you would like to see done, just put it at the bottom of the show notes, underneath the show notes. And I always look at all comments. I don't always comment on comments because that gets, sometimes I'm doing it on my phone and I have troubles getting into the comment area, whatever, but I do read all of them. And I at least either put a heart, or if they say love down there, I hit love or whatever, but I don't always comment on things because in the knit-alongs it would mess things up. But in comments, I would find myself commenting lots and lots and lots. Sorry about that. Whereby you guys would do it once for me, I would have to do it for this one and this one and this one and this one and this one. I do try to do it if I'm not on my phone doing it. Okay. On my needles. Oh my goodness. Sorry for leaning over. Once again, I put them on the floor. I'm going to start with the yarn that I don't know what it is. Because in all the rush and everything and, excuse me, disorganization of moving, I took the label off, and my husband, of course, knowing when we're showing the house, everything has to look neat and everything, he threw it away for me. Bless his soul. I just didn't catch it before it got thrown away. It is Knit Picks, and I believe it's Hawthorne, but I'm not for sure. I don't have another light today. Will this give me extra light? Some. I didn't want it to glare on me, but I want to make you guys sure you guys can see it. So this is just this is for the soup kitchen, and it's just a vanilla pattern, just a plain old stockinette with my little ribbed heel on it. And these are for the soup kitchen. They are almost the same size. So, ta-da! Mystery yarn. I know I picked it because it has purple. And I'm pretty sure it's Hawthorne, and I know it's Knit Picks. So, beautiful purple yarn. Then, in addition, I have a pair of socks for the soup kitchen that's made out of Patton's Croy socks, Purple Haze. Yes, I was going to make these for myself, but I've got something else I'm going to make a pair of socks out of for myself, so I decided don't be selfish. Besides which, I'm never going to meet my target for soup kitchen if I don't keep going. So this is a little bigger foot because, you know, not everybody has the same size foot. So this is a little bigger. It is a nice warm sock. And there's the heel. I was working on these yesterday. Yes, it's a bigger foot, which means it's going to be a shorter leg part. Because it won't be long till I'll be starting on the ribbing on these. And that makes it an awful short sock. But if I don't, I will run out of yarn. So anyways, these are for the soup kitchen too. They'll be short, but they'll be warm. I've got another pair of socks I'll be starting soon, day or so, and those will be for me. And this is going to be out of, just so I don't forget, Gail's Art, and it's called Butterfly. And oh, I wish I rolled it up into balls already, because I wish I could have shown it to you. It's sparkly. It's a sparkly sock blank, and it has gorgeous colors in it. It's going to have to be a vanilla sock because I don't believe it will knit up with any pattern. So that's that. Then my Nahid Dress for Children from Mina. No, this is not going to get done um, by the 30th. Tobias's did. But this one, we need to make it a little bit longer. So I did the dress down to here. And then I decided to make just a stockinette, you can't see it, a stockinette border that I'm increasing to make it, I'm hoping it'll make it a little bit ruffly. But we had to make it a little bit longer because my granddaughter has grown, which I'm happy she is. But this is the Nahid Dress for Children. And this is an Mina Phillips, the Knitting Expat Design pattern. And I love this dress. I made it for her before. Um, I could do some figuring and make it for her again in a bigger size yet, but I probably won't. I might make one for my great niece. We'll see. I have to get her size because last time I knit her something, I think she was 6 months old. And, you know, they grow a lot at that age. So anyways, this is the Nahid Dress for Children. Guess what? That's all my needles. I know. I'm a little shocked too, but not really. I started disassembling my yarn cubby yesterday, and then my husband comes home and he goes, I did some of the bookshelf too, and he goes, well, you don't need to do those because I can move those ourselves. Because on Friday we signed the papers for the house next door, and Saturday I've got friends, I've got family that are all going to come and help us move. And we're hoping the dog doesn't go too crazy. And we're going to put the kitty cat in the master bedroom and with her litter box and hope she does okay in there. I'm just afraid of going in and out that door that she'll run away because this isn't home. This is the only home she's known. This is the only home Ginger's known, but Ginger is getting used to the other home. Okay. Oh, fun stuff. I've got some books to review. And I'm sorry, none of these are going in the prize bin. I'm sorry, but this is for my granddaughter. It's a cut and assemble haunted house. And of course it comes from Dover. This is $13, but I love these things. If my fingers were a little bit more limber, I would make one of these because each page, sorry, it's not real clear. Each page has a piece of the house, and it shows you, it gives you directions how to put it together. And what I like is there's nothing printed on the backs, because that's just not right if it's a cut and assemble. So yeah, this is really cool. And I got this last week, I believe. And oh, it's just a wonderful book. So this is going to go, I said granddaughter, I think. I meant grandchildren. I'm not used to Tobias being old enough to be able to do things like this. I got to see their house too. It is beautiful. Sorry. But that's the cut and assemble haunted house. Then just today, I was so glad I didn't start this earlier because the UPS man would have interrupted. He usually comes on Fridays with my books. I don't know how this ended up today. I'll probably get something Friday too, who knows. But these are also from Dover, and this is called the Tranquility Coloring Book. And this book is $6. It's a coloring book. I'm sorry, but it stays with me. I'll show you some of the pictures in it, though, because I like these, too, because they put them, this one's on perforated paper, nothing's on the back, so you only have to worry about the picture you're coloring on the front. And I love designs like these because you don't have to make them any specific color. Not that you have to. I go back to when I was a child and I was coloring a Charlie Brown, I don't know if I ever told you this before, a little Charlie Brown coloring book. And I decided to make Charlie Brown's shirt fashionable. And my mom came up and she goes, you're doing a real good job of coloring in the lines, but Charlie Brown's shirt is not those colors. And I went, in my world they are. So I like books that you don't have to color any specific color. I have fun with pastel colors, and oh, I have fun with all crayons. But that's the Tranquility one, and I cannot wait to start on this one. Oh, it's by Creative Haven. Find Your True Colors Tranquility coloring book by Diane Pearl. $6 if you're into coloring books. I recommend this one. Then, because I don't have enough coloring, Entangled Forest coloring book. This also is $6. It's from Dover. Creative Haven is Creative Haven, Find Your True Colors, Entangled Forest coloring book by Angela Porter. See, once again, you can go wild with these. You can make the trees purple if you wanted to. But look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? And there's another one. So, and you know, even the ones that have trees and things, you can have fun with them. There's lots of different shades of green. Lots of flowers. I love this one too. The Entangled Forest coloring book. I am not going to even get started on what I've been reading. I have put so many book reviews in this past week. I can't even remember them all. If you're interested, I will put a link. I've read some really good books. But I'll put a link down there at the bottom of the show notes where I put down what I've been reading, watching, and listening to. I'll put a link right on that title, and if you want to look at the reviews, feel free to. Like I said, I've read some really good books. I told you I'm an affiliate with Knitpicks, which means any purchase that you make through Knitpicks through one of my links, I get a couple pennies. And I do like to get things for you guys from there with the couple pennies. So, and especially the winner, if you pick the $20 gift Knitpicks gift card, if you do it through my links, I would really appreciate it. If you mail it in, you can't do that, but that's okay. So Knitpicks, anyways, is having Wonderfluff, a bulky yarn, a merino, alpaca, and nylon, 20% off. That will end June 30th. I have no idea what's going for sale on July 1st. They have had knitting needles on sale, crochet hooks on sale, lots of different books. So Knitpicks always has wonderful things. So if you go through my link and you go to the Knitpicks area or page, you can see what's on sale, you can see what's on clearance, you can see your favorite yarns. Felici is back in stock. If only I were buying yarn. Not yet. I would have to decide, yarn or trip. Not going to go there. Trip. I put something on Facebook the other day saying, I have a pain management appointment. Pain management or UK? UK wins every time. I could use pain management, but I also know the things that I need done. My deductible was so very, very high that this trip and further trips would be out of the question. So, beep, beep. You like that little sound? Okay, so I really have not changed my resolutions at all yet. Hopefully I'll have 2 pairs of socks done soon. And I apologize about the patterns. Life has been crazy. I'm not even going to say when I'm going to get them out or get the one out. I'm working on another design right now, and I'm graphing it, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. But when I do, I will do a little blurb and put it out there on YouTube, and all you guys, if you're interested in it, I will make it free from the rest of that day and the next day, because I never know how long it'll take me to upload things. Yes, I feel like I'm talking a lot. Okay, shop update, same thing. Like I said, I'm not really planning on doing anything new there until I move. There are a few yarns there. Feel free to check it out on Etsy. Let's see, what else? Oh, now, for the surprise, or for the fun part. We have had an offer on our house. Shh. So, the home inspector's coming on Thursday. We want him to find the house. Great. They don't need to do a health inspector because we've already told them we're going to replace the septic system. And we got the permit for that this week. So we have to let them know every 2 weeks how we're doing, how it's going along, all that stuff. But otherwise, wow. So much stuff going on. So, anyways, if it does go through, I hate to say much because the other one fell through. But if it does, they want possession August 16th, which I laugh because I remember that date because it's 2 days before our 40th wedding anniversary. So, yeah. Now, what I'm thinking about doing now, for those of you who have no interest whatsoever in my new house, I'm going to take my Kindle around and I'm going to show you some of the new house. It will probably be videos. It depends how my Kindle does, but if not, if nothing else, it will be stills. So I hope you enjoy the tour. For those of you who aren't interested in the tour, I want you to know I hope you have a very successful week crafting whatever your craft may be. I hope you don't make any mistakes, but if you do, I hope they're little ones and very easy to correct. I love all of you. Oh, I'm sorry, I did that backwards. Big hugs. I love all of you. And I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.